Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. My angels have asked me to do some healing work regarding the angel numbers. They also want a revamp on their character, their personality. You know what's so interesting is, like, when I say they want to revamp, like, do the angels need a PR team? This is something that came to me in COVID. I don't think it was just a COVID fog. I do think it was a real deal kind of thing. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath, and I work with angels when I do my readings for my clients all day. And I feel like we have the wrong idea. And the first thing that comes up to me about angelic energy is I think of course, the Bible and Christ and all of that. But in pop culture, I never cannot forget Ricky Bobby saying, Sweet Baby Jesus with the angel wings. Let me see if I can take a little bit of light away. It's a little bright for me. Yes, angels, it's a little bright for me. So Sweet Baby Jesus with the angel wings. And Sweet Cherub Jesus, and they made a lot of alliteration and stuff like that regarding it. And it just kind of tickled me. But what I wanted to do was to talk to you guys about this, because our angels are ferocious, okay, in the best way. And I think that some of us have the wrong idea, and this is why I'm on here to say, start to take a look at them differently. Okay. In the Bible, there are specific stories talking about warring angels and talking about humans having to wrestle with angels for their birthright or for a win regarding something. Angels that intervene. There's one that comes to mind, which is Metatron, which is associated with Enoch and the book of Enoch, and that's a whole nother video I will make. The video will be called You Can See Me Before You Hear Me. I've got King Kong in the trunk. Metatron is considered the Lord of the Angels, okay? So we'll get into that and the lore and or belief about Metatron. But your angels are sarcastic, guys, and they communicate with you through angel numbers. I will be creating a series of angel numbers here that came to me over the last couple months when I just wasn't well enough in some cases to really disseminate the information. But I will be doing that, so you should see some of those videos up here. If this video is here, those will be there as well. The other thing to understand about the angels is that they're funny. The other thing to understand is that they know when we're not going to listen. So they might communicate something to us and have an idea that we're going to go in a different direction, that we're going to make a different choice, that we're not going to hear or heed their voice. And the reason that I'm literally in green tonight is to deal with the energy of healing, which is Archangel Raphael. And this is heart chakra too. So I really want to connect. I'm like, listen to your heart. I'm burning a rose quartz candle. I'm really in the space of bringing this to you because I want you guys to connect with this. This isn't about healing, though these things, and when I say this isn't about healing, heartbreak is what I was going to say, because on here I often talk about divine feminine, masculine, and triangulations and cheatings and all that stuff. But just to know, heart chakra is associated with the color green and the angel, Archangel Raphael, okay? So, that would be healing if someone has COVID. That would be healing if someone has cancer. That would be healing if someone has any ailment or malady, or if they're dealing with emotional distress as well. That would be one of the angels that you could call on. Now, what I will say is, angel numbers are how they communicate. Some people call them light codes. Some people call them number frequencies. I call them angel numbers. What has happened is we have quite the compendium that has been compiled on our good sis Google, where you can just look up whatever angel number you see. Where would you see those angel numbers? You'd see them on the back of billboards, cars, on a receipt, on a YouTube video, on a computer if you do work all day like that. So those angel numbers are being put there because what they're trying to get you to do is to really pay attention to the fact that they're communicating with you. And sometimes it's a whisper. My angels and I talk all day, and they're very, very clear with me. My relationship has evolved and evolved and evolved, as my channel's namesake is, over the years. So I no longer guess or even wonder or not understand the energy that my angels are actually bringing to me. I'm very, very clear about what it is. But it took me years to develop that relationship. They even show me years back that they were always speaking to me and that I wasn't paying attention and not hearing it, or I didn't understand. So they're like, do you remember that time when you were 21 and this happened? And I'm like, oh, that was you guys? And they're like, yeah, and you totally didn't listen. So I want to teach you guys to strengthen your relationship with your angels and to not feel like it is a far reach, especially if you were steeped in Christianity and it was like, how do you even communicate with spirit? How does this even happen? Well, it happens just like this. It happens when you're washing dishes. It happens when you're in the shower. It happens when you're taking out the trash. It happens for me purposefully when I get up in the morning and I play my rain stick, and I have a cache of musical instruments over there that I play as well in one area of my house. I joke around, guys. I say the West Wing. It's hilarious, okay? But in one area of my house, I have a little stand, and it has like hand pianos and tongue drums and croaking frogs that are acoustic and all that stuff. So I really tap into my angel connection because, you know, in the Bible it says make a joyful noise unto the Lord, and they say that King David was one of God's favorites, and he used to dance and sing and play the lyre and have merriment, okay? King David also had Bathsheba, so hashtag divine feminine and masculines. Karmics were even in the Bible, okay? He done wrecked up almost his whole life with Bathsheba. But here's what I will tell you about your angel numbers is that they're there to guide you, okay? And that's all that you really need to know. They're there to help you create change and usher in change. They're there to reaffirm things that you're doing when you're feeling insane. They're there to stop you if you're going too left of center. They're there to edify you when you feel depressed or you feel like nothing you're doing is working, or you don't understand a familial dynamic or a romantic dynamic or a financial dynamic. It literally pops up in every area of your life. Now, you will evolve past the numbers, like I said. But what happens when you do evolve past it is it's just communication and energy that you're hearing in your head. You will think and second guess it, but if you're on the spiritual journey, you will know that this is exactly your angels, and they're trying to point you in the right direction to go. That's the power of your angel number. So I didn't want to spend too much time on that, but please understand regarding the angel numbers, they're there for you. Pay attention. They will always come through. You'll see them. They will matriculate in. But your angels are not these delicate, sweet baby cherubs. They're funny, they're sarcastic, they know we have sex, and they also sometimes will set you up and encourage a situation. They bless you, they say you deserve this. They watch you to see if you're overreacting. In the last year, a lot of you guys may have seen me here working through some emotional pain and purging it, and they gave me a time frame. They were very clear, you can do it for this long, and then when it's done, we need you to get back to the work that we put you here on earth to do. A heartbreak takes time to heal, guys, hence the green. I'm actively working on it. Actually, the truth of the matter is I kind of feel like I got through it, but or I wouldn't be talking to you about this. It'd be another video about that. So and while those may come in the future in various sprinkled in ways, they will be more sparse and sporadic because I did the heavy lifting, but my angel gave me grace. They were like, daughter, you get some time to do this, and your angels will get that specific with you. They care about the minutia of your life. So whether it's a heartbreak or a job loss or a loss of a person, they will instruct you. This is about to happen. They gave me predictions and downloads so that I was able to offset a lot of the collateral damage that would have happened had I not been privy. I would have been distraught had I not been privy. And I was even distraught even though I predicted my personal situation and calamity. That is what happens when your angels are communicating with you, is you get information that will help you move away from craziness and not have to meaning you will survive. And the thing that came in my head was, I guess I'll die another day. It's not my time to go. That's what your angel numbers want you, and your angel communication wants you to know. They are funny, like I said, and they will fight with you, and they will make you do what you need to do in order to rise up to your next level in your career or whatever else. They will help you with health. My angels are so persnickety. They are, listen, if I'm watching something and someone's talking about a specific thing, I'm like, why are you guys in my business? It's really embarrassing. Lately, they've been like, when I was hibernating in the last couple months, and I couldn't go outside because of COVID, but after I was done with that, they were like, you need to get out into the sun. You need to be out. You need to be down by the lake. You need to go on your break. I don't care how you feel. Come back and work with your clients in the second half of the afternoon and go out for a little walk and go out for a little sun. They told me that through communications that I was watching on YouTube or something that I was listening to, and they said it repeatedly. Multiple people said the same thing. Someone here needs to get outside. Someone here needs to get outside. And even if I was talking to my mom, she'd just bring it up like, oh, the sun was beautiful today. And I'm like, angels, I hear you. That's when you start to know that they're communicating with you, and they will guide you and tell you specifically how to do a thing. I was dealing with stomach issues really badly in the beginning of the year, and I was watching something and someone literally prescribed to me the thing that I needed to get, and it changed the course of my life and energy. And it was an angel message that was filtered through. That's when I say empaths. We are conduits here. We're not just here on some glamorous mission and it's cool that we have a gift. Some empath was talking and they literally channeled what I needed to hear, but it didn't come through that one person. They said it 3 or 4 times because I'm a fixed sign, y'all, and I'm stubborn. Your angels know you're stubborn. Your angels know when you are going to get into something that's going to be a whole quagmire. I remember Sylvia Brown telling a story on Montel about a man in her life that was a karmic relationship soulmate. And she said I don't know what she named her. I don't know what she named her angel, but it was like Jeannie or Sylvie. I don't know what it was. But what I will say, if I can find the link, I'll try to connect it below. But this man, she knew it was trouble. And she said she remembers going upstairs and like brushing her hair. She had blonde hair and she was brushing it. It was longer in her youth. And it was at the beginning of a like 20 or multiple year cycle. I don't know if it's exactly 20, so I don't want to misspeak, but it was a beginning of a multiple year cycle. And what she said was her angels came to her while she was in the mirror and they just talked to her. She called her guide. I call it angels, but they came to her and they were like, this one's trouble. This one's going to cost you a lot. You probably should not bite the forbidden fruit of him. And she was brushing her hair and she was like, no, it's all good. I'm not going to. And she said they said to her as she was sitting in the mirror, while she didn't see them, she heard them. They said, we know you're going to, but that's okay. We're going to guide you through it anyway. That's the power of your angels. It doesn't mean that you should be reckless. In fact, there are things that I've headed off in the past. There are things that I have actually gone towards. There are moments when I've made a good decision because my angels were like, it's okay. You get to have that because you've been good or because you did the right thing or you have accrued some positive karma. And even in this last year, as I was dismantling and emulsifying the wreckage of my relationship that had passed away, they put fail safes on me and also pull me back. So if any of you guys were like, oh, it's a bar too far or it's too much or whatever, please understand that I was praying about it all the time so that I wouldn't become the worst of myself, right? We all have a good and evil side. We all have a way to be. We all have duplicity. And my angels were like, sometimes they would edge me right in a video and I could hear them being like, that's a little too far. Or you might regret that later. Or. So there would be videos that I didn't load or videos that I would take down, or things like that you never even saw. If you saw anything, it was all sanctioned and they were like, get them. It was like, God rest the dead, DMX. What do these people want from me? It's DMX. And it was the sound of dogs barking is what I just heard. And that's why I was like, oh, D. Yeah, who was deeply spiritual. I'll have a video coming up about him here too. In any case, deeply spiritual, deeply troubled, deeply gifted, and deeply being guided by his angels, I will say. We hear it in his music. DMX taught us how to pray. He taught us how to pray in rap and in hip hop and in hood. He taught us that you can be both bad and good. My God, he had a true calling on his life. And when you have a calling on your life, that's why you need angel guidance, because it is heavy. It's a heavy weight. Jimi Hendrix comes to mind. Janis Joplin comes to mind. A lot of artists and musicians are gifted, and the devil, or devil lower vibrational energy, definitely wants to get you off your path. So the angels are there to be your counterbalance and counter correct. I have a gift to communicate, and I could be abusive with it. It's like a heavyweight boxer, and that's what my angels actually showed me one day. They put up a video of a boxer who had gone to jail as I was getting ready to make a searing video because I was very upset and triggered that day. This was about last year. It was about last April. And I was like ready to do it. And my angels put on a video and they said to me, do you see that he is not allowed to actually get into a fight in a bar? I don't know if it was Conor McGregor. I don't know who it was, but someone was abusing their gift of fighting. And they said, you have a gift and you get to clarify or stand up for yourself and teach lessons about that. But they required me to make sure that it was teaching, and they said, do not be like him. This is a cautionary tale. Do not be like him, because we will put you in spiritual jail. I'll make another video about that. That's a real thing. And I did not want to go there. So I pulled my energy back in and I was like, okay, no video today, angels. And the next day I woke up and I didn't regret it. That's how your angels communicate. Stop thinking that they're so delicate, guys. They like to mix it up with you. They care about that new boo. They care about the old boo. They care about getting you out of toxic situations. They care about the coworker or the toxic workplace. They care about the good things that are happening and the child that you want to bring to fruition, or they care about whatever you're trying to purchase or whatever acquisition you're working towards next. Do not think that they don't care about those banal and very materialistic things, because they understand that we have to live here and we have things to do. And that's why your angels step in to guide you. They guide you in every way, from love to joy to pain. If you listen and open your ears, I promise you, your angels, you will hear through numbers, through songs, through license plates and suggestions. Your angels are coming in, and they're coming in different forms too. They're bringing the best in, is what I heard. The download that I received many years ago about my angels is that it was like a high rise that was like super futuristic, and the angels were going up and down without an elevator. They were just ascending, and they were in these like really tailored Armani suits, and they're like, essentially, we're God's secretaries. He totally hears you. You can totally talk to him. He has an open door policy, but we each had different assignments. And so different angels have come in to work with me as I have grown in my career, or have grown in my, I have some health angels coming in. Thank you, Raphael, right now. That spared me, because we see a lot of things that happen. So if you are connected, utilize this for your benefit. Talk to your angels. Do not be scared of it. They are here, and if you ask them, they will come in and you will hear them very clearly, and they will always whisper to your soul about the right way to go. All right, guys, so good to share that energy with you. A little recap for those of you that haven't had one in a while. Find some green and heal. Open your heart. Do your part and listen, because your angels are never, ever going to let you down. I promise. All right, guys, come back and join me next time. We will continue to evolve together.